Well, a Dallas director has a big night on tap, the world premiere of his new film.
Your measure's not found in how much time you have on this earth. It's what you do with the time that you have. These people have suffered for too long.
Christian Theroux co-directs The Hornet's Nest. Using real footage, the film tells the story of award-winning ABC journalist Mike Boettcher and his son Carlos. They spent years embedded with U.S. troops in Afghanistan. And Christian is joining us here this midday to tell us about the film and the big premiere that is planned. Thank you, Christian, for being here. And when you read about Mike Boettcher and his son, and when you see your film, we're reminded how dangerous this job is for frontline correspondents who are covering the war.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Mike and Carlos are amazing people. You know, Mike's been doing this for 35 years, and it was interesting. It was so dangerous that when Mike and Carlos wanted to do this, Mike was working at a network, and they said no. And Mike said, "What do you mean no?" And they said, "Well, 22 journalists have died since the war started in Afghanistan. The Taliban are targeting the journalists, and no network news organization will allow us to go in." So that's where it started.
So is that when he essentially sought you out and employed you to come along with him?
No.
He was looking for a director? How did that relationship work?
So what happened was, actually, Mike and Carlos embedded with U.S. troops for 2 years. They went in as private citizens initially. Some Dallas local businessmen funded them. Ed Coppola and Stuart
I had no
Hogue.
idea.
Yeah, well, this has some amazing...
Because we know him only as the correspondent who's worked at NBC, CNN, and now ABC.
Well, NBC wouldn't allow him to do this. He was embedded as a private citizen with his son Carlos, and then ABC took the risk and said, "We're willing to take the risk. You're getting unprecedented access."
We might say, for lack of a better term here, his son Carlos is kind of cut from the same cloth, following in his dad's footsteps. He's now a producer at ABC News. Not exactly, and even Mike Boettcher has admitted this, not exactly the father-son bonding experience that you want to try on your own.
Exactly.
But that was the end result, right? These two found themselves bonded in a way that is probably immeasurable.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Now they're peers. They both work at ABC. And what ended up happening was, for 2 years, they shot 500 hours of raw footage. And then after that period of time, they sought us out and said, "We want to make a movie."
Yeah.
And through the Dallas connections, through SMU, they reached out to us in Hollywood.
If you can sum it up as a director, what's most telling about this? What will the average viewer walk away from, moviegoer walk away with, about the war that they didn't know before, with all of the coverage and all of the journalism that's surrounded the war in Afghanistan?
Well, what this movie does is it allows you to get to know the soldiers. It allows you to get to realize they're great people, they have great hearts, they save children, they save Afghani women. They're also fighting the Taliban. They're fighting for our freedom. So we want this to be a bridge between the civilian and the military world.
Well, tonight is the big night. We want to let people know when that is. You've got a lot of people attending. Is it Naomi Judd who's going to be performing tonight?
Wynonna.
Wynonna. Daughter Wynonna, not Mother Naomi. Not the Judds, but Wynonna Judd is going to be there. A lot of other people attending. Let's show people how they can see The Hornet's Nest. It's this Friday, by the way. It's opening to the public. And again, that big event is tonight, your world premiere. Best of luck. Mike Boettcher and his son Carlos joining us here tomorrow morning on Daybreak. So you won't want to miss that.
Yes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Christian. Appreciate it.